Welcome back to another episode of Planet Hunters Coffee Chat. I'm Kassie Prolongo, and of course joining me is the amazing Nora Eisner. Hey, Nora.
Hi, Kassie.
It's good to see you, and I guess happy holidays or happy Halloween.
I did dress like a pumpkin for the occasion.
I'm loving it. You're looking very good, very festive. And we have a little something special for you guys today. We're going to deviate a little bit from our normal episodes, and we have something very scary, at least for me. Nora tells me that she is going to quiz me today, and I have not studied for this, so it's like a pop quiz going in. I'm flashing back to high school, or I'm going in Monday morning, and the teacher goes, "We're having a pop quiz," and all the blood is draining from my face. I'm having sweat beads, but Nora promises me this is going to be fun. Is that right, Nora?
It will be a lot of fun for me, so I'm really looking forward to this.
All right, well, let's get going. I hope you're joining us with the drink of your choice. I've got my nice little London mug today for, yes, excellent. So
really boring.
That's okay. Let's get going. All right, Nora, let's get started.
All right, so I'm going to test you on common abbreviations that we use in astronomy and exoplanetary science. And I think you're going to do great, and I'm very excited about this. So let's see how it goes.
Fingers crossed. Let's do it.
All right, we'll start with one that I think you will know, and that is LC.
Light curve.
Yes. Excellent.
Light curve. Okay, we've got one. We've got one at least.
Well, now you have to explain what a light curve is.
Nope, I'm going off camera. We'll leave that for you to do.
So a light curve is when we measure the brightness of something over a period of time, and we take different light measurements, and then we plot the light measurements as a function of time, and we see how something changes, I guess, over time, and that is the light curve. So that is for example what you see on Planet Hunters test. Those are all the images are light curves.
On the right track. Excellent. All right.
Next one. I think you'll get this one too. PHT.
Planet Hunters test.
Yes.
Okay.
So good. Okay. They will get harder. Okay. TOI.
All right. First one has to be Tess. Tess. And what are we doing? We are measuring objects. So test objects of, I'm going to guess, interest? Test objects of interest?
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Snaps. Snaps.
That is so American.
Yeah. Sorry. We play off one another. Okay.
Okay. So what is a test object of interest?
Does that have to do with the TIC IDs that we're normally looking up, or is that something different?
Yeah, so the candidates that we look up with the TIC IDs can be TOIs. So a TOI is anything that the test science team, just like at MIT, flagged as something that is very likely a planet candidate. So it is not a confirmed planet, but it is a likely planet candidate. It's an object of interest that was found in the test data.
Cool. Okay. All right. Moving on. Next one.
TCE.
So I want to say Tess because it's got the T in it. No? Dang it. Okay. I think I might be stumped on this one. What is TCE?
All right, give it a guess. If you had to give it to something, if you have to guess 3 words.
Oh my God. Any 3 words?
Any 3 words.
This is what happens when I get put on the spot. It's terrible. The continuing education. Oh my God, where is this coming from? I'm so bad when it comes to these things. I hate being put on the spot.
But that was not what it stands for, but it could.
No, of course not. God, you guys. I really am mortified right now. No, what does TCE mean?
TCE stands for Threshold Crossing Event. So if you remember, I'm thinking back to how the automated algorithm looks for planets, and it tries to fold multiple dips on top of one another.
Yes.
Anything that is flagged by the pipeline as having multiple dips in it is considered a TCE. or a threshold crossing event.
Threshold crossing event. Okay. Evidently, I even need to go back and rewatch some of our episodes. So if you didn't know that, you're right there with me. If you did know that, you are beyond me right now.
That was a hard one. All
Yeah.
right. We haven't talked about this yet, but you might know it. RV.
Oh, okay. Of course, my American mind goes right to recreational vehicle, which of course is not correct. It's, no, it has to do with something that's going on. Okay. What is RV? I don't know what that stands for. I want to guess though. I want to guess.
All right, go on.
Give me a hint. Can I have a lifeline? Can I have phone a friend, which is obviously you? Give me a hint.
Okay, let's start with the V. Another word for speed.
Velocity.
Okay, we've got the V. And the R is not linear. Wait, that didn't help.
I want to say rectangular. That does not sound correct. Not linear. So something velocity. Radial velocity?
Yes.
Okay.
Not linear. I'm not sure if that worked. But yes, it is radial velocity.
Oh, wow. Okay. That one, have we talked about that in episodes? I don't remember actually talking about that. Maybe that's something we can delve into in future episodes, or let us know if that's something that maybe we can talk more about, because it's obviously something that I need to learn more about.
Yeah, it's a really useful technique and there's a lot of details in it. And we should talk about it.
All right, give me one that you think I might know, because I'm feeling very sad right now. I'm not doing very well.
HZ. Sorry, let me Americanize that. HZ.
Thank you for the Americanization. Is it Hertz?
No.
No, crap. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, I guess it can stand for Hertz, but not in this.
Not in this.
Not what I'm thinking of. Think of a planet that you would want to live on.
I don't know what HC stands for. No, don't know.
Okay, so what is it? Would a planet that you want to live on, where would that be located?
Oh, the habitable zone. Okay, the habitable zone. Of course. You guys, I need more caffeine in my system, obviously. In the habitable zone. Love it. Okay. So go ahead. I was going to say, do we see that quite often, where we see habitable zone as that acronym? It can happen.
Yeah, we can use it. Maybe I was just being mean. But you can. Habitable zone, definitely. You can use HZ, it's fine.
So of course we're looking for the existence of Earth-like planets in their, depending on where they are between their host star and the planet, it's going to be in that habitable zone area. That is what we're looking for ideally. Yes.
So the habitable zone is defined as the region or the distance from a star where that planet could potentially have liquid water on it. We consider that to be habitable. Mm-hmm. All right, I won that. I think is difficult. I am going to assume you won't know this one.
Okay.
But it is related to the episode from last week. All right, keeping that in mind, the acronym is ZAMS. We call it ZAMS.
ZAMS.
The ZAM.
I want to say that the last thing is maybe speed.
It is not.
Dang it. Okay. I'm stumped. What is ZAMS?
So it stands for Zero Age Main Sequence. So if you remember last time, we talked about the main sequence. So that is where stars spend the majority of their lifetime. That is kind of, you think of it, the middle age. So before, when they're young, when they're born, when the stars are born, they move onto that main sequence. And zero age main sequence is that age when they first hit that main sequence. So when the stars grow up, essentially.
See, once you explain it and you start talking about it, it's like, oh, of course that's what it is.
That was a hard one, don't worry.
Oh my gosh. I hope you guys are doing much better than I am. I swear. Memory of a goldfish sometimes. All right. So, next one. Let's hope that I get this one.
So, another really important one, much more important than the ones we just did, is BJD.
Ooh.
Use that one a lot. And I think, well, we have used this one a lot, and I've never explained it, I don't think.
Okay, so I'm thinking of, is it a maths sort of thing? Is this has a lot to do with maths or no? Okay.
To do with, I guess, light curves, plotting data. We've seen it a lot on figures.
Oh, is it JD? Is it Java? Does that have to do with Java? No. Jupyter Notebook?
Nope.
Oh my goodness. See, I'm trying to think.
I think you'll get this one. I think this is very difficult. But if you, 3 words that start with B, J, and D.
You know what? For D, I was thinking of diameter, and you said no for math. So I'm going to have to say, go ahead and explain it, Nora.
All right, BJD, we've been using that on the axis of time. So it stands for barycentric Julian date.
Of course, I want to say, oh, of course, but I had no idea.
That was a really hard one. So we use Julian dates as a measure of time. So all of our axes are in some form of Julian dates. There are lots of different versions of Julian dates. And essentially it is just, at one point we started counting time way before we took any astronomical data measurements. There was a moment in time, we picked a day, and that was day 1. And since then we have just kept counting. So we are now at a very, very large number, which is why there's all sorts of different Julian dates. Sometimes you see the TESS barycentric Julian date, which is just the Julian date value minus 2457000, because the number is so big, so we want to make it smaller. So yeah, so it's a measure of time. If you increase it by 1, that is just 1 day. The decimal place at the end is the fraction of a day. So that's an acronym, or an abbreviation, I should say, that we've seen a lot, and I've probably never explained. So
Nora is taking me to school today, and I need to go back and study. That is, we have talked about this, and of course, as you were explaining it, I was like, oh yes, and I was starting to flash back on some of our past episodes. So maybe we will link some of our episodes in, because I need to go back and refresh. Absolutely. I need to do my homework. I have not done my homework, Nora. All right.
You're doing well. They've been hard.
Give me something that you think I may know. Maybe something space related.
Okay. How about MYR? Capital M, little y, little r.
That's millions of years, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good. In astronomy, we measure everything in really big numbers, in millions of years.
Yeah.
It's a very common one.
Whew.
All right.
Guys, I got one. I think my score is like 3 now or something.
You're doing great. All right. I think last one.
All right.
I don't know whether you'll know this one. We haven't talked about this one, but it is TTV.
Oh, this is something that, this is a nice segue, because this is something that we want to start talking about. And I feel like I should know what this stands for.
You know this one.
TTV. Oh my gosh. Does it start with Tess?
Nope.
Dang it! Oh, you guys, I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless.
Okay, but it's another word with T that we use a lot.
Transiting?
Almost. Just get rid of the very last.
Transit.
Okay.
Time.
Okay, yeah.
Transit, time, velocity.
Oh, well, add the ing.
Wait, what? Timing?
Timing.
Velocity?
Nope.
Ah!
It's not constant, but it is.
Variable.
Okay, close enough. Transit timing variations. That wasn't painful at all.
Do you see how Nora threw me a bone there? You guys,
We talked
she
about this
does
about an
so
hour
much.
ago.
She does so much to put up with me, you guys. This is amazing. Okay. We obviously need to talk about this and talk about it in depth. And I have just been taken back to school. And Nora was at the chalkboard and she was writing these things out. And I had that blank expression on my face, like going back to 10th grade. I'm like, you guys,
You
that
did
was
great.
scary.
So we will talk about transit timing variations in the next episode. So I won't quiz you on whether you know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
But thank you very much, Nora. These acronyms are very important, and I'm sure as citizen scientists, you probably see these or you use them quite a lot. So, in our next episode, please join us. We're going to be talking about TTVs. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Bye.